Did he have a key? Yeah. Then the key went in, showed me the house. We obtained a copy of the lease from the police department and discovered the address linked to Daniel Brink is associated with a Portland homeless shelter. The rightful property owners now start cleaning up someone else's mess, and the tenant isn't going anywhere. Cigarette butts everywhere. She was letting her cat use a carpet as a litter box. So there was feces and food, molded food, all over my daughter's old bedroom. And we told the cops, we don't know this woman. Our home is not for rent. Our signatures are not on the lease agreement. We don't have a contract with this woman, and she's trespassing. Yet Renee says the police granted the woman permission to stay and told the homeowners they had no rights to enter their home. I have every right to stay there if I had nowhere else to go, because I did have the lease. The cop said because we had to respect her privacy and we were not allowed to go into our home, and we could smell the cigarette smoke was horrible, and we weren't allowed to search our property. So we asked the police if they would search the property, and they said they couldn't. The homeowners came to an agreement with the woman that she finds somewhere else to stay by that Sunday night. So they showed up at 6 p.m. as discussed and changed the locks. But the phone call they received after that only complicated things further. We got a call from the police station, and the cop said she had every right to break a window if she needed to. It was getting late, it was getting cold. I had every right, if I had to break in the house, that I could. Yeah. To prevent any further damage to their home, the Prindles decided to go back to the house and remove the new logs. And Nampa police say they're staying out of it because it's a civil issue. I don't understand how something so obviously criminal, the big picture is very criminal. Someone broke into our home, changed our locks, and is living there. Whether it's her or not, this is a criminal matter. It's not a civil matter. Allowing a stranger to stay in the home they're in the process of selling is leaving the property owners extremely unsettled as they continue searching for answers. Why is the police department not helping us? I mean, it's just absurd that someone can have a piece of paper and suddenly have rights to someone else's property. There needs to be changes. There absolutely needs to be changes. Now, so far, this whole ordeal has cost the homeowners several $100s. They've had to hire a civil attorney and are taking Deborah to court for an expedited eviction hearing scheduled for Monday at 9 a.m., April 11th. Now, tomorrow night, hear from a lawyer who specializes in real estate law about what your rights are as a property owner. Reporting live in Nampa, I'm Karen Lair, Fox 9 News at 9.
The second you have a kid, it's like your heart is living outside of your body, which means you never, ever stop worrying. That's why it's so important for us to have health insurance. Fortunately, we can afford it because Covered California helped us pay for it. Now I have peace of mind.
People always want you to fail.
People always want you to fail.
All right, guys, listen. I want to talk about this message real quick. So, this is the part of being a great issue in this message is understanding this. I told you this probably like in 2012. I've said this a lot, but I really want you to understand this. Like, everybody's prayers for you isn't to make it, okay? Now, don't overlook things. Don't make things a bigger deal than what they are. There are people in your life that genuinely want to see you win, right? They want to see you win more than they want to see themselves win. But I'll tell you this. There's certain people, because of their insecurities, that will support you, right? They will support you as long as they don't feel threatened by you. They'll support you when you first start. You know, some people don't even do that, but some people will support you when you first start. Some people will support you, as long as you don't do better than them. When you start to do better than them, then you'll see some people's support start to fade, right? This is the quote I've been saying this since 2012. Some people love you until some people support you until you become competition. And you have to understand, like, some people are solidly competing with you. You don't even know it. And sometimes the people closest to you. Sometimes it's the people that are your peers, whatever. Like, there's people that are solidly competing with you. And I'm not talking about a healthy competition. I'm not talking about pushing each other for your goals and stuff like that. There's literally people that are solidly competing with you and you don't even know it. But I'll tell you how you know it. You start to know when you win. Pay attention. How do they celebrate your wins? When you start to really make moves and steps in your life, do those people disappear? Do those people stop supporting you? Do those people stop showing up for you? That's how you know. Like, literally, people around you, they get mad at you. Right? They don't say it they don't say it in an audible way. They don't tell you direct to face and personally, but deep inside they're mad at you. And you don't even know it. Because they're competing with you solidly and you keep winning and they keep losing. In their eyes, even though that's like not the truth, but in their eyes they're losing because you're succeeding. Your success means that for some people, your success means that they're a failure, which that is not true. You winning means that they're losing in their eyes. And so they become bitter. They become bitter. They resent you. And you done absolutely nothing to them but elevate your life. You done absolutely nothing to them but win, like everybody wants to do. And it's crazy to me that so many people are in competition. Like, for one, there's 7 billion people in this world. I know a healthy competition, you want to be the best, and nothing wrong with that. But it's like, why tear somebody else down to build yourself up? It is crazy to me that so many people, even online, do this. It's like, I want to support this person, but as soon as they start doing better than me, I don't want to support that person more. And you realize someone's true motives and what someone's really about. Everybody ain't who they pretend to be. I'll say that right now. And so for me, I take pride on supporting people. I do it because I want everybody to win. Even if supporting you means it elevates you past me, I don't care. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to see you win because it's selfish for you not to share a message. It's selfish for you not to promote somebody. It's selfish for you not to see your brands and people close to you win. Because who knows, like, their message, their idea, their business, whatever, could be meant to impact so many people. And by you just sharing, by you just supporting them, you can really make that happen. I want you guys to understand. And so, like, if you're a person that's competing with people and they're winning makes you bitter, you need to do a self-evaluation. There's some insecurities in you that you haven't dealt with. Period. And if you have people like that around you, you might say, Trent, how do I like know this? Just pay attention when you win. Do they celebrate you? Do they tell you good job? Do they reach out to you? Do they like even pat you on the back? Not that you need it, but do they pat you on the back? Because a lot of people in this world, I'm not going to say a lot, let me take that back. Some people in this world, and hopefully not none of these people in your life, but some people, prayers to they don't want to see you win if that means that you are doing better than them. If that means that you jump them. If that means that you progress further than them.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you're looking to get money you were owed for an injury, I want you to imagine you and your family getting that money, because I know a way that you can. Now, before you think I'm crazy, I want to show you how you can get the money that you were owed in the next 30 days. Now, if you've thought about hiring an attorney before, but you didn't because you were unsure, or you had reservations, then it's not your fault. You were probably given no guidance and couldn't get a straight answer out of anyone about how much money you actually could make. I want you to capitalize on a limited opportunity that can have you cashing out a massive check in the next 30 days. This opportunity won't last long, and it's perfect for anybody who's been in a car accident in the last 2 years. Do you still think it's impossible? I'm willing to hear.
People want to see you do better as long as you don't do better than them. People want to see you succeed as long as you don't have more success than them. And that's an insecure person that operates like that. Seriously. That's a person that needs validation from the world. That's a person that needs significance from the world. I don't care about who wins, who doesn't win. I care about my contribution to make sure I'm doing everything I can do to help people the best way I can. And if somebody reaches out to me, of course I can't support everybody, right? But if there's somebody next to me, somebody that I know personally, or somebody that I'm in contact with, and you're doing a good deed and I can do whatever I can to help you, I will. I'll try my best to. But It's like, think about that though, man. Like, I just really want you guys to think about that and understand those facts. And yeah, sometimes it is your best friend. Sometimes it is the people close to you. Sometimes it is, some relations that you might have, here and there, business things and stuff like that. But you'll just see what's real, man. Everybody ain't real that pretends to be real. And when it gets real, you gonna see who's real. And it's just crazy to me, like, I don't know, I've never been able to see that. Like, I've never been a hater like that. Like, I never wanted people to lose their life. Even if, like, I always want people to do great. Even people I don't like, I want them to do great. It's facts. I've always been like that. And I want to tell you, when you have that heart, when you have that heart will always last for a long time. The long term. People ask how you've been doing this for 10 years. It's because I have that heart. It's because I'm not in competition with nobody. It's because I'm not trying to hold anybody back. I want to see people win. I'm who I am. Like, who you see right now is who I am in public. But when you have that heart of selfishness, when you have that heart of insecurity, and even though you might not portray that to the world, but deep down inside, that's what it is. I'll tell you right now that no matter how good life may be now or what you're doing, it's not going to last long term. It's not. Because good deeds, right? Good deeds will go rewarded. I feel like bad deeds will not go unpunished. I just really feel like that about life. So think about that, man. There's some people that silently compete with you that you don't even know. And hopefully it isn't in your life, but I'm sure for some of you, you can identify with that. I've been reading your comments, so I know a lot of you can identify with that. But at the end of the day, too, don't take it personal. The best response is to keep on winning. Keep on winning. Right? Let them deal with their misery. Don't let off the gas for them. Keep on winning. Keep on growing. Keep on climbing. Don't give them attention that they want, right? Don't make it about them neither. Just keep on winning. That's the best way to do it in life. That's the best response you ever could give, is to keep on winning. Because life has a way of turning the tables. I would say that. Life will turn the tables. And that person that you thought you needed, when you really don't need, will end up needing you one day. Right? You have the opportunity to do what they did to you, which I think is an insecure thing, or actually show them what real love and support is. You have an opportunity in life, but the tables always turn. I'll tell you that right now. That's why the same people you see on the way up that's going down.
Atticus, my man. What's up?
What do you want? No, I don't have time for this.
Because of that Marshall tank busting up the city?
What do you know about
Do you have a big call of God on your life, but don't know what to do to make it into a reality?
bitch! When I get my hands on you,
You won't. I'm in your tank.
motherfucker!
Oh, yeah.
Maybe God has called you to write a book or speak at conferences or start a business or
I'm sorry.
You probably gonna see him again. Right? Things end. Nothing lasts forever. That's why you can't put your significance in all these external things. You can't put your significance in followers. You can't put your significance in your bank account. You can't put your significance in whatever you filling yourself with. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because things change and life changes and, all that stuff. Like, I know what it feels to be humble. I do. I've been there. So I don't put my significance in, I have 10 million followers or whatever, or I have all these video views. Like, I don't put my significance in that. It's cool to see the support and the impact. I love it. But at the end of the day, my significance don't rest there. It don't. Because I know that can be taken away. And if my significance is in that, when that leaves, then I'm going to lose myself. I've been there before, man. So, like, you got to stop putting your significance in all these things that fade. My significance isn't in my bank account. My bank account is just a tool. Like, my significance isn't in it. How I feel about myself, my self-esteem isn't in that. And I see a lot of people in this world lose themselves to that because they start feeling themselves because they have some notoriety or this is going on in their life or they're becoming successful. And you can start to see what people's real motives are to become successful. Everybody's motives ain't the same. Some people's motives are to get rich, to get famous, to get notoriety because they never had that before in their life.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Right? They never had any type of attention, so now they get attention, don't know what to do with it. It happens.
My family built this.
Blessed enough, I've been able to have attention my whole entire life. And I don't want attention. I'm trying to lose attention, to be real with you. Just being as an athlete, you get that. And I understand, like, that isn't what success is. To me, success is peace. successes and
ruined my
all this
good name.
external stuff and all this other stuff. Like those things are cool. They're tools. I'm not telling you to not go hard for your business. Make your business the greatest it can be. Like go hard for your life, but understand these things are tools. These things don't make you. Right? These things help your life a bit, but they don't make who you
All
are.
opposed?
And I just want you to understand it. That's why I talk a lot about in this book about the greatest you. I really help you face that. So like define what's that for you? Like what's that success for you? Define that. I'm not telling you what to call success, but you need to define that. You need to define what's the reason you do what you do and why you live it. And just make sure it's pure. Because if it's not pure, I'm not saying you gotta be perfect. Okay, don't take
And fire.
you're not gonna be fulfilled, and eventually it won't last. It won't. It won't. And it sucks when the thing that I pride myself on is my character, my integrity.
I'm sure we'll hear you hollering all the way
Will
down
tell
the
you,
line.
even people that I probably done wrong in my past, they will still tell you who I am as a person. Like straight up. Like people who don't even like me, they'll tell you that it'll be consistent with the people who do. Look, this is who Trent
The
is.
Saints are all yours.
You know, Trent doesn't always respond to texts
We made a
right
good
away.
team.
That's who I am. I've always been like that. Nothing against people. It's just a flaw that I have. I respond in my head. Anybody do that? Like respond to a text message in your head, you realize like you actually didn't respond, and then it's like 2 hours, 3 days later, 3 months later. At least I go back though, and I'll be like, my bad. But the thing that I pride myself on is my consistency of who people know, especially like an industry like I'm in. This speaker industry and this industry in general, the social media, this influencer industry, it's a lot of times people aren't the same who they are offline, online, offline. And so when people meet me, it's always consistent. Like even the people that I treat with respect that might be like the backstage crew on a speaking event or, you know, whatever, like the people who bring me in, like I'm thankful for that. I don't treat those people with disrespect. There's a lot of people, speakers that treat the people who bring them in with disrespect, treat everybody with disrespect because they be feeling themselves. Right? And they got some followers and they got some attention and they feeling themselves. As if those things can't be taken away. But it lets you know where their significance rests. It rests in those things. And you see that in every single field with people. It's like, oh, they feeling themselves.
Whatever the
And when you feel
reason,
yourself,
take the win.
you're going to get humble real quick. So my thing is I treat everybody with respect because it's real for me. This ain't no facade. Like that's too hard to keep up. It's real for me. And so make sure it's real for you. Make sure you treat everybody with respect. Treat the person who can do absolutely nothing for